my first Father's Day without my dad. I try to tell his story of alcoholism and drinking and all that stuff. I'm going to share a lot of stories about him, just stuff that he went through medically and how it affected me and why I do what I do today. So, when we lived in Saudi, parents always bought grape juice. Never drank any grape juice because they would ferment it. And I didn't have grape juice until we moved to the States. It was an option for trays at school. Anyway, my dad had some inner demons and some feelings, emotions that I guess he wanted to suppress. He did it with alcohol. But he was a functional alcoholic. He could drink, start at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, finish 10 or 11 at night, and get up and do it the next day. Wasn't until about 7 years ago he went from functional to non-functional alcoholic. Wow. He had neck surgery and didn't really follow any of the doctors, like things you need to do to recover, and never really recovered from that. So anyway, he about 2.5 years ago, I guess he tried to quit and did it cold turkey and went to the DTs, and after one of the DTs he actually had seizures. Mom called the ambulance came, picked him up. They had him in a medically induced coma for about a month, and it was during football, so I'd go up there. I go up there on a Saturday, go stay with him till Thursday night or Friday morning, drive back, coach football game, and then come back. Did that like 2 weeks. And I found my mom was like, "You don't need to be up here anymore, or be down here anymore." So during that time, seeing what he put us through, I decided to retire from drinking alcohol. Really didn't drink that much. High school, I didn't drink any alcohol until I played my last football game. Until after I played my last football game, and then drank some. Especially so I was getting recruited a little bit by colleges, so we go on recruiting trips, do all that, and then college. Probably my freshman year went a little too heavy with it, and then after that, sophomore year, kind of learned how to manage it. But then once I started working, I'd probably bench drink like probably 5 or 6 times a year. That's it, which wasn't really healthy either. But after seeing my dad go through all that stuff, I decided not to partake ever again. All right, so the timeline. So my dad was they put my dad on Lazy's because he was swelling everywhere, so they put him on Lasix. Well, if you drink and you're on Lasix, you end up peeing 24/7. So I don't think he liked that, so he took himself off of Lasix. Feet started swelling a bunch. I actually took him into the hospital, or took him to the hospital for that. They'll make sure it wasn't like kidney damage. And so He went in the hospital the day after Thanksgiving this past year. Again, I told them that he was at the hospital that, he's alcoholic. They need to do what they need to do with him, and so they put him on the vitamin drip. The same thing that they did last time, but I don't think they tapered his alcohol any. They just pulled him off of it, and so again he had a seizure, and then along with the seizure he had a cardiac event when he was going through DTs. They did CPR on him for 15 minutes. They finally got him back, but he's just gone. So again, medically induced coma, put him on a respirator, and December 7th, he passed. Now, lessons to be learned from this. Okay, I actually told the story in school, just because the clientele I coach and teach, some of them don't have good lives. Some of them have great lives. Some of them are in between, as far as home life goes. So my primary takeaway with this was, if you have a history of it, don't do it. If you have family members that are alcoholics, don't do it. And then I told the rest, and I understand, I don't coach and teach Pollyannas. I'm not Pollyanna. I know that there are some that are going to drink, so might as well give them something to, some sort of way, instead of just saying don't do it. Just a couple of things to think about. So the first takeaway is, if you got a history of it, don't do it. Second thing is, don't make that your primary mode of entertainment / fun. Use it as a supplement for fun. So if y'all go out mudding, go mudding, and then, whatever. But anyway, because kids are stupid, they're going to do stupid things. And then, you can get all sciencey with a whole bunch of data. There's that professor at University of North Texas who gets rats drunk and then makes them lift weights about the androgen receptors, and that alcohol blocks the androgen receptors, and so you can't really recover from heavy lifting and all that. But you can only go sciencey with kids so much, and then you kind of lose them. But anyway, I told this in class. I didn't tell the androgen receptor thing, but I told the story about my dad, and about, making it not the main focus of your fun, if you choose to do that, because kids will break the law and are going to do stupid stuff. But yeah, I guess you have a great day. I'm at sea right now, but just had something on my heart I need to get off. All right, you have a great day.